Hey guys, and welcome back to another video for the Vadoo AI playlist. Today we're going to be looking at VEO3 niches. VEO3 is Google's very advanced AI video generator model. You can create basically anything and it's super realistic, super unique and just really awesome. We're going to be looking at 15. So the first one we'll be looking at is action. What happens is when you click on it, it will actually give you the advanced prompt straight away. So you can come in and tailor this to however you want. I actually stick it into ChatGPT and I ask for variations. So that's one way of getting unique and different content. Okay, so I've created this scene here, which is at a leaky warehouse with corrugated metal walls, and the fight scene is going to happen here. Let's take a look.
You're late. You're stalling.
Okay, so you may have noticed that the sound effects of when there's kicking and things falling is quite accurate, like the box when it falls off. There are some errors such as the rain falling through, although the effects are pretty cool and the lightning coming through. There is room for improvement, but you can get some really unique action scenes from this. Okay, so the next one I want to show you is Alien Interview. And this sounds pretty crazy, but the one I actually created was mind-blowing, and I'll show you that now. Let's take a look.
What does this remind you of from your world? It smells like teen spirit.
Okay, so guys, how cool is that? And the animation's really nice, the particles flying through the air, and the way the alien and the human meet and communicate is very realistic, if you want to call it that. Really nice. Definitely one of my favourites. The third one is Animal Olympics, and you may have seen this on platforms like TikTok. There's just a various amount of animals that you can have jump off a board. I actually put in my own prompts and then I enhanced it, and I've asked for a polar bear to be doing some kind of gymnastics, and it looks really cool, and actually I really liked it. So here it is. There he goes. Just jumps up in slow motion, does like a triple backflip, and even has a nice little celebration at the end, or a professional landing you could call it. So really cool, and the crowd are cheering, and you can do a lot with this one. The fourth and my favourite is ASMR. Now it's got here an image of a knife cutting through a glass kiwi fruit, and that's just the basics of it. And like all the others, if you click here you get the full prompt and you can adjust that. Now guys, here's one demonstration that I created, but I have a lot, and I'm currently working on a TikTok channel to see what goes viral and what doesn't. So here's one I created. So that's the knife, squelches down, this guy opens it up and it's all gooey, and it's got that crackling kind of noise, and people absolutely love it. The only thing here is the knife and the object open up different ways, so it doesn't look realistic, but this is just a small portion of what you can achieve. The fifth viral VEO3 one we're going to be looking at is Bible Vlog, which I haven't seen before, but I will show you how my video came out. Let's take a look.
In stillness, he is there. Psalm 46.
So not only does this look very realistic, the whole scenery is very cool. The lighting in the background, she has a coffee there and she's writing or reading in her Bible, it seems, and then it quotes a verse from the Bible. So yeah, I really like that one. The sixth one is Bigfoot Vlog, and the image looks quite amusing. I've got this character here called Mothman. Let's take a look. So there he is,
It's
scary
a blend
dude.
of moon petal and shadow fern. Quite good for night vision.
So his voice is actually really relevant to this beast, and he picks up his tea, and overall it's really cool.
Moon petal
And there's a nice zoom out feature so you can see everything around you in his full size. The seventh one is Explainer, so it's got a bunch of what appears to be scientists in a room, and for this one I put in something about what Rome was like back in the old days. Well, according to this, it's 63 BCE. Let's take a look.
Step into the heart of Rome, 63 BCE.
So it's almost like the future, and they're looking through their VR headsets or something more futuristic, and they're looking back to see in the eyes of someone who's living in those times. And this is definitely the future right here. So really cool, this one. So the next one is history interview. And I wasn't quite sure what was going to come from this one, but have a look.
Tell us, Maestro Vanni, how does fire shape something so delicate?
And there's a question from the guy, and it's relevant to what he's doing. I wouldn't call it an interview as such, but it's more of a question to that lady there. But really nice, kind of realistic feel here. Now, the next one coming up is History POV. And I really like this one. It's almost a first-person perspective of this era. And this is based in kind of Viking time, so have a look at this.
Imagine the call of distant sails on the horizon.
If you've ever played Oblivion or Skyrim or something like that, you'll see it's almost like a game from there. So you could do a lot with this one, capture some really game-like scenes. So one of my favourites now is Karen Vlog. And if you don't know what a Karen is, it's someone who's very argumentative, who doesn't give a crap basically. So it is quite amusing, this one. Now mine is this guy here.
This says 50% off. I don't care what your system says.
So there you go. He's arguing about the 50% off. And what I really like here is the people in the background, the tills. It actually looks like a genuine shop. And if you didn't look properly, you'd probably think it was. But there are a few little errors here. But it's pretty cool what you can do though. The next one we have is Mythology. And this is a really nice one. This one's about a magician who summons a load of her followers or something. And in they come. And the fox has brought some magical element for her. And you can play around with this and make it really cool, but I do like the mythical stuff. Next we have Object Interview. Now I kind of went for random for this, and it gave me like a 1970s living room with a toaster.
You try living your life 2 slices at a time and see how crispy you get. You try.
Now it's called Object Interview, so it is a strange one, but it does look really cool. And like with anything, you can go as crazy or normal as you want with AI video generation. Our next one is Pet Animation. So it's got some nice kind of 3D Pixar image there. I've got one of this little fluffy white rabbit. I actually had a bunny back in the day that looked just like that, called Snowy. And this one reminds me of that rabbit. And he's chomping on a carrot just there. And it's got some nice sound effects from the carrot as he's chomping. So pretty cool what you can do. Okay, so now we have product demo. And I just wanted some earbuds as a product demo. So have a look at this.
Silence perfected. Sound sculpted.
So guys, really nice, very professional. I mean, you could spend hundreds on getting a product demo created for you or a company. And what I really like here is it's got some nice kind of effects, animations, and where it kind of zooms in and then the earbuds come up. So really nice, and it looks great. The next one's pretty cool, and it's called Reaction. So you can see this gamer is reacting to this game. Here is mine here, and in all honesty, you'll think it's actually real. The way he's got his mic there, he looks realistic. There's little mini figures in the background. Have a look at this.
Wait, did that just happen? This is unreal. Hold on, I need a second to process this. Guys, you have to see this for yourselves.
I mean, he's right when it says it's unreal. It's unreal how good the AI is now at generating video content. I mean, this is seriously realistic and very impressive. Our next one is Sci-Fi. Now I've got one here. It's like a hack, and there's rain and it's red and it's very cyber tech. Let's take a look.
Payload delivered. Tell your client this one came at a cost.
So pretty cool. You can imagine this in a game almost. And then you got this drone coming over, a sci-fi drone. This woman here is doing some kind of hacking. And overall, it looks great. The rain's coming down. I bet you guys could probably think of so many better things. One of the most impressive ones is stand-up, and that's stand-up comedy. Now check this out.
My fridge is smarter than me. I asked it to defrost chicken. It ordered sushi.
So the stand-up comedian looks very realistic and everything seems in sync. And then it captures this guy laughing there, which is pretty cool. Then it goes back to her, and you wouldn't even think AI generated this. In the back it says open mic night, and there's laughs and giggles and a kind of funny joke, I suppose, in there. Next up we have Stormtrooper vlog. Now I have seen these on TikTok, and this one isn't the best one that I created, but take a look.
Welcome back to Galactic Grub Hour.
So the Stormtrooper coming in is very cool, and it's almost as if it's a Star Wars kind of movie. But things are going on here that don't quite make sense. Like the arm that comes in there is a bit odd. And I don't know what he's quite shooting at there. But if you prompt this well, you can get some really cool, fascinating videos from this particular niche. The final one we have is Street Interview. Let's take a look.
Excuse me, I'm doing a little project about what makes people happy. Would you mind sharing a thought? Oh, well, that's a nice question.
Okay, so there's a couple of things wrong with this one. This female here with my mouse over it actually starts talking, and then this woman here in the red actually is the one who's saying it. So got that bit wrong there, the AI. This guy comes through and I don't know what he's doing. Maybe just saying excuse me or something. But I guess if you play around with it, it could be better. You do have the guy in the back playing the guitar, which is cool. Now guys, some of these particular viral VEO3 niches can go viral, as in the title there, and I've seen these on TikTok, and with the right prompting, and you'll need some unique ideas, not just copy people, but you can take inspiration and create your own. That's the best way, and you can have so much fun with this. I'm addicted, and there are a bunch of models that can do various things, but for these particular viral videos you want to use VEO3 or VEO3 Fast, which is a lot cheaper, only 120 and similar output. In the next video, we're going to be looking at some of the LORA video templates, if you want to call it that, which are trained on a particular bunch of images. On Vadoo AI, you can even create your own, which we'll be covering in a later video. So I'll be just covering about 20 or so of these. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed those viral niches and got an idea as to how you can potentially become viral on these social media platforms. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos. And let me know which VEO3 video you enjoyed the most. And I'll see you on the next one.